Hey, what's up, everybody? Just J.A.K. Crohn's Boy from crohnsboy.com doing a post of something that I think you guys are going to like here. And this is just going to show you some screwed up stuff with how you sort of intertwine pharma with the Crohn's living and Crohn's disease, and you guys are going to like this one. Today I was opening my email. I got an email from somebody. It looks like definitely like a PR firm that's saying, blah, 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 it's general, I hope you had a great weekend, blah, blah, blah. It tells me about a little bit of a story, and ultimately what it's trying to do is it's trying to get me to interview a certain person or a doctor with something in specific, okay? But the website they do have is, it looks like it's called Crohn's and Me. So I clicked on the website to check it out, because you know what, I'm not one of those people that wants to diss anybody right from the beginning. I just wanted to do my research and see what's out there, right? So I said, you know what, okay, I'm gonna go check out the website, and I'm gonna make a decision. So I'm looking at this website, okay, Crohn's and Me. You guys can search it on Google or whatever. I'll put a link right on the blog. So as I'm looking through here, I'm seeing, okay, Crohn's and Me featuring some other stuff. I see that they have Crohn's magazines now, Crohn's Advocate. They're given all these cool things, like, apparently for living with Crohn's. Crohn's 101, what is Crohn's disease? You know, living with Crohn's, well-being and Crohn's bodies, our Crohn's selves, doctors and insurance, traveling with Crohn's at work, living away from home, sharing a dorm, an apartment, finding a new doctor, talking to your professors, you know what, and all these other stuff, and it's talking about diet and nutrition a little bit here. When I look at things, I'm seeing potato wedges, I'm seeing rainbow wrap, date scones, presto pasta or rice. I'm looking at all this stuff, and I'm getting this, I'm starting, like a lot of these sites that they set up, I'm looking and saying, wow, it's telling you about all these great things that sort of like what they have for sort of living with Crohn's. It's not really giving you any saying, hey, here's how to overcome Crohn's, or some other people that have become med-free and saying, hey, this is what you may be able to do. It's also showing me meet people with Crohn's. I can go check people's stories out and listen to how they're living with Crohn's, how they're managing with medication and lifestyle or whatever they're doing. But it's not at all showing an actual way to overcome the disease. It's just showing you sort of managing and dealing with it. And my initial problem from the beginning is most of these websites that exist in general are about suffering and about dealing with it, not overcoming the disease or living med-free. That's both with colitis or Crohn's disease. But then when I check this website out, okay, I scroll to the bottom, and I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of these websites in general, and I've been vocal about that. But I see this thing right on the bottom, says sponsored by UCB Incorporated. Okay, so I said, okay, I want to go check out UBC Incorporated, and then I go to search at UBC, and I can see, wow, UCB. Headquarters in Brussels, Belgium, is a global biopharma company with a team of over 8,500 talented employees. They are a big pharma company. Then I go and I did a who is search on the internet to see who actually owns the domain name, and I said, wow, till I look at it, okay, who is information for crohnsandme.com. Whoa, UCB Pharma, Brussels, okay? So you're seeing a perfect example of what I've talked before, how these companies, a pharma company will set up a website helping people with various things on the website, even having an own magazine that's Crohn's Advocate or whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, why would a pharmaceutical company open up a website like this? I just want you guys to do the thinking. I'm not going to go into specifics. I'm not going to sit here and totally bad talk the company in general, because I don't agree with the whole pharma thing in general, but I'm not going to pick on like specific actual pharmaceutical companies. But when I went to the website and I'm looking at things, a perfect example is I look on the website. Right at the bottom of the website, you see their share price. And I've always been a crazy advocate to say, you know what, when it comes to pharmaceutical companies, and when they're searching for these cures for Crohn's disease, cancer, any IBD, you got to look, and I always tell people, think about who the responsibility, okay, so when they're looking for a cure, you got to say, okay, they're looking for a cure, who's them? Okay, it's research companies. Research companies are usually funded by pharmaceutical companies. And when it comes down to it, a pharmaceutical company, who's ultimately their who who are they liable to? Like, who are they accountable to, in a better term speaking? They're accountable to their shareholders. So that's what it comes down to all the time. And like I'm looking right now, the share price being on the front page, is their share price, where is it going? Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it good for the shareholders? So is any pharmaceutical company sitting here to say, okay, well, I want to produce a real actual cure, not that I think they're ever going to find it with a pharmaceutical the one pill approach, because I never think that's going to happen, but just say if it was, if they were to create a one-time cure that you walk in, you pay your doctor a few grand and you take a shot or you take a few pills and you're cured, is that actually in the benefit of a stockholder? The truth is absolutely not, because it's not going to perpetuate a monthly residual income, which is what the company needs, is to make sure that their revenues are consistent. If it's not consistent, they're not making money. Therefore, they're not going to create something that's non-revenue producing. So you're not going to expect to see a cure. I'm just trying to show people, because I know a lot of people, they have some issues understanding this. Not everybody. There's a lot of people that do understand. I have talked to a lot of people that get confused by this, or sometimes think I'm doing a conspiracy, sort of like a conspiracy theory thing with this. But I'm showing you, I'm going to post some pictures here. I want you to do your own research. But I remember right from the beginning going on people's forums or going on these things, and I would talk about overcoming the disease, whether I was talking about SCD diet or colloidal silver or different things that I've done to become med-free and help other people do the same. And a lot of the IBD advocates there that are helping people. You get kicked off these sites. You get ridiculed like you're spreading false hope and you're talking about this. But you know what? You gotta, when you go and you actually investigate who owns these forums and a lot of these sites, they're going to trace back to the pharma industry or some type of medical system. I just want you guys, the people that are listening to this, to really actually perform due diligence and search out and say, hey, I'm looking at this information that's telling me there's no cure. Well, where is it coming from? Or I can't be med-free, or I have to be on drugs. I'm not going to go say, so I get the FDA police coming after me saying there's a cure. What I'm saying is I believe that depending on what your version of what you believe a cure is, well, I think that people with Crohn's disease, I know that you can be, there is people that are med-free for extended periods of times, 20 years, 25 years, 5 years, 10 years, 3 years, that are remaining symptom and med-free. So, you know what, if that's close to what you call a cure, I'll let you guys decide. But in my eyes, of remaining med-free and maintaining a good lifestyle, I'm okay with that. I don't care if it's a cure or not a cure. All I know is that I feel great, and when I do these things, I feel great. And I'm listening to advice that I've taken over a long period of time of people that have been med-free for 20 years or 22 years or 17 years. I'm pretty confident they know what they're doing. But I just want you guys to really take this and think about this. Go through the links that I'm providing. Check a look at the pictures throughout the video. Do it yourself just in case. Because then you're going to know. You're going to feel it. And let me know what you guys think about this. Okay? Good luck. And make sure to drop me a line. Have a good one, guys.